fly half. Adrian Bunzaya to start the proceedings. The hoot has gone. Referee decides everybody behind the line. And game on. And a poor kick, hasn't gone at 10 meters. Now game is live. Walvis Bay not allowed to touch the ball. It hasn't gone 10 meters, can only be touched. They can only go for the ball once the opposition has touched it, which Pro Ed decided to do. So just on 5 meters into the Pro Ed territory. Line movement. Xavier Kluter, scrum off, out to fly off, Mark Holloway. That's scragged. Ball away again by Xavier Kluter. Unfortunate, there's the break, but offside called to the relief of Pro Ed. Mark Holloway with a relieving kick, doesn't find touch. And a good run, but a wayward pass. Baron van Wyk caught in possession. Valentino, Christopher Kutsi, scrum off, getting his line away. Getting the line away again, Adrian Bunzaya. And a good break by Baron van Wyk. But a high tackle called by referee. Very observant referee. I saw in an earlier match calling a well-observed offside and a long-range attempt at goal. 3 minutes haven't. This is going to be an interesting kick. Approximately 5 yards inside the Pro Ed field. It was half of the field. Slight fluctuating breeze. Slight from behind, southeast. So let's see what can be done with this attempt. And just under, but an excellent attempt. So Pro Ed have got to be aware that any penalty is a potential 3 points to Walvis Bay Private School. Something that they must take heed of. 22 meter dropout. Line movement, but thwarted. Excellent tackling by the defending team. Pro Ed, Walvis on the attack. Adrian Neumann, number 18, showing his force for Walvis Bay and zigzagging, but held up. Scrum called. 15 meters on the right hand side in Private Academy territory. Xavier Cloutier to put the ball in for Private. Good break there by 8th man Geraldo Pina. Caught in possession. Cloutier again. Rough and tumble of the forwards. Cloutier passes out. Mark Holloway. What can the fly off do? Gets caught. De Wit. Don Schneuring. Christopher could see the Office Bay Private School scrum off in attendance. As you can hear, a lot of support for the local team. Although the Office Bay Private School supporters, they here in their numbers as well today. Christopher could see to feed the scrum. And taken out and passes out to right wing Adrian Mostert. Good defensive work there by Pro-Ed. Thwarting a good attack by Office Bay. Cloutier putting the ball in. The scrum from the other side. Not too sure what that strategy is. The ball goes in. Scrum collapses. Scrum down again. Ball wasn't cleared when the scrum collapsed. The field, I had a walk around the field yesterday, a little bit patchy. Maybe that's why they've moved it as well. Ball to be put in again by Pro-Ed. Cloutier to feed the scrum. Waiting for the scrum to set. Hookers with their feet forward. Now they can set. Where's Cloutier going to make the break? Fly off comes through on the left hand side. Makes a good break. Evades the tackle. Left wing. Kobus Eerstehuizen. Mark Holloway. Cloutier again feeds the line. Penalty awarded just inside Walvis Bay private school territory. Decision, they're going to and they decided to kick for touch, which is a better idea than going for goals. The wind was against the kick at goal. So a line out to Akademie. And a good little chip kick, but intercepted. The pressure on the Walvis Bay, but an excellent break and a good dodge. Novik Brodsky getting the ball, a good pass. Philip Roberts caught in possession. Christopher Gutsi feeds his line. Captain Herman Lombard, the lock in possession in the back line. But a good line movement by the Diesel Nazis. But unfortunately, ball goes out. Forward pass on the far side of the field, and a scrum is called. A good attacking movement there by the Walvis Bay Private School. The Naam Diesel Nazis. Ball to be fed in by Christopher Kut. By Xavier Kluti. Good pass out to Mark Holloway, Philip Roberts. Alvaro Diergaard. But scragged. Herman Lombard. Good possession. Adrian Moster with a good break down the right wing. Xavier Kluti. Holding on to the ball. And relieving kick. Doesn't find touch, but a good break. Henny Bierkes. Sidestep, but well seen by Walvis Bay. Kluti caught in possession. Penalty one. Relieving the pressure. Strange decision of a scrum being called instead of a penalty in their deep in their own half, around about the 22 meter. Right, Kluti to feed the Pro-Ed scrum. Possibly a relieving kick to be taken by a fly off Mark Holloway, should possession be regained. Kick into the wind, but ably taken by captain Herman Lombard. Excellent possession gained there by David Don Schnurring. Clearly waiting for the ball. Break, but we are back here at Swakopmund for the coastal tussle between the two big schools, Pro-Ed Akademie and Walvis Bay Private School. We into the third quarter now, and there's still no score. Well, as per the screen, but tries have been scored. And a good run there by the Diesel Notches, as the Walvis Bay Private School prefer to call themselves, Named Diesel Notches. And a try awarded right next to the right-hand post. Excellent work. Excellent teamwork. So should be relatively easy conversion. Let's see if Adrian Bunzaya, yes, there he lines up. Relatively easy kick. And Walvis Bay Private School leads their hosts by 7 points to 0. 22 minutes gone. We're into the third quarter of the game. Good tussle. Seen a lot of open play. Seen a bit of scrappy play as well. But an interesting game. Number 9, Kluti, deciding to kick off. Kicks off to the left, ball taken. And that looked like a high tackle, but a lot of appeals by the spectators. And a scrum is, they're attending to the injured player. And captain being called over. Herman Lombard. Givaldo Pino being called over. And let's see what action the ref is going to take. A blow for the Pro Akademie team. Looks like it was taken out in the air. Well, he's up and about. Obviously a bit of a shock. Novik Trotsky took a bit of a knock there. Looks like he's fit to go, eager to get his team on the board. Let's hope Pro-Ed can make use of this opportunity. Spread out wide. Ball hopefully going to produce a nice line movement. But it's in fact a scrum to the Desert Nazis. Christopher could see to put the ball in. Defensive line by Pro-Ed here. Kobus Esterhuizen on the wing. Ball put out and a good clearance kick there by Adrian Bunzaya. Players caught offside, running before the ball was passed out. Rules being applied as they should be by the referee. And Adrian Bunzaya with a clearance kick. Wind assisted. But a knock on, I'm sure, to be blown. Not. Novik Drosky. Ball out of play. Good tackle. Novik Drosky. Walvis Bay put in. Could see about to feed the scrum. Foot up in the scrum and a free kick. Novik Drosky taking command there. A good charging run there by Javaldo Pinar. Line movement attempted but broken up. Holloway caught up. Novik Drosky in scrum off position. And a good break, but a good interception by Sylvana de Klerk. Lucky offside, but play restarted. Mark Holloway getting his side away. Tackle there by Novik Drosky. A good clearance kick. Taken up and returned with interest. And a good attacking position. Can the ball be sent out down the line? Javaldo Pinar. Javaldo Pinar breaking. Novik Drosky down the line. Mark Holloway in attendance, trying to spur his team on. Zayden Schroeder in the thick of things in the scrum. And a good break. Holloway again. Alvaro Diergaard Good pressure by Pro Ed. And a penalty right in front of the Namib Desert Nazis posts. Kick for touch, or they're going to scrum. A tap and run. Looking for that ever elusive scrum. Holding on, unfortunately. And relief for the Desert Nazis. Are they going to tap and run from the back, or are they going to take a clearance kick? Kick for touch. And the ball landing extremely close to us. And the biggest disaster is that somebody's portable bra was knocked over. So that's the end of the fun for those spectators. But the line out, well jumped. Penalty awarded to the Walvis Bay Private School. Another kick for touch. Good kick by the number 10, Adrian Bunzaya, gaining a lot of ground, but didn't go to touch. But a good break. Zayden Schroeder making a lot of ground, but being scragged. Novik Brodsky passing the ball out. Referee's got an calls play to a halt. The player lost a boot. Scrum called. And time off being called. An injury to one of the Pro Ed players. Just waiting for play to resume. It looks like the injured player was Liam Nazalovsky. His sister or family taking part in the netball match earlier this morning, where unfortunately the home team were beaten by the visitors. Good see to feed the scrum once it's been set correctly. Play underway. Shoved before the ball in, so a free kick and quickly taken by Kutsi. Ball going out with a great tackle on Jean Simon. Fulun Tiat trying to storm his way through. to the relief of Pro-Ed, trailing by converted try to 0. Visitors in the ascendancy. Novik Trotsky to feed the Pro-Ed scrum. Falun Tiot going down. Right, scrum is reset. The attacking Pro Academy backline well spaced and lining deep to get the advantage with which they have done. Excellent play there by Silvana de Klerk, Adrian Mostert. Ball comes in. And a charge in there. Rajavaldo Pina. Novik Trotsky feeds out again. A break by Novik Trotsky again, trying to get some momentum, get some steam up for his team, trailing by 7 points to 0. Converted try. Trotsky caught in possession. An excellent break there by Holloway. Enrico Narib, number 19. Players offside. The ref having a little chat with the player causing the disruption. And his discretion been explained. Captain Herman Lombard, not a happy man. And a kick into touch. Meanwhile, running repairs been made to Andre Strauss. He was down. And is that the Hooter went? Are they going to proceed? Or what is it? What decision is the referee taking? They're in an attacking position. So are they going to use the opportunity? Ball wasted. Right. Order break, the end of the third quarter. And while players enjoy their water break, we're going to go for an ad break.
Are you curious as to what is driving the cars world? Well, we are bringing you into the world of cars. Tech, trends, road trips, and the stories behind the wheels. It's fun, it's fast, and it's full of surprises. This is your ultimate cars companion. You can catch My.NA Cars every Thursday at 9 p.m. with me, your favorite passenger princess, Diana Master, because it's not just about the ride, it's about the journey.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
I'm sure you've heard the news, and Namibia is calling. And it's time to answer with a smile. From the rolling sand dunes of Sossusvlei to the wildlife wonders of Etosha National Park, Namibia is a treasure trove of natural beauty and adventure. With Enjoy, booking the most renowned lodges is as easy as a desert breeze. Picture yourself sipping coffee on a deck, watching the sunrise. Paint the sky in hues of gold and orange. Or how about a thrilling safari, capturing memories that'll last a lifetime? Our easy-to-use website hosts the most beautiful lodges Namibia has to offer. Whether you crave luxury or a cozy hideaway, we've got you covered. So pack your bags and let's turn your dream adventure into reality. Namibia awaits, and with Enjoy.
Right, and welcome back to Swakopmund, where the host team Pro-Ed Akademie are 7 points behind the visitors from Walvis Bay Private School, who lead by a converted try to 0. So 7 points to the visiting team, and we into the final quarter of the match. Under 19A team, coastal rivalry at its best. The two big schools on the coast taking on each other in an interesting and exciting rugby match that we've seen so far. 1 or 2 breakdowns, 2 injuries to players, nothing serious. Just waiting for the referee to get proceedings underway. And Pro-Ed, number 9, Xavier Kluti, about to get proceedings underway. And a deep kick onto the 22, and a fumble. And a penalty awarded to Pro Ed, and good opportunity to put points on the board. What is the decision? They're going to go for a scrum and see if they can win possession and put it across the line. A good kick for touch. A lot of ground gain there. So can they capitalize from the line out and put the points on the board for the home team? Home supporters anxious for points on the board. A lot of support. And an excellent jump there by number 6, JC Labuskachny. Ball going out wide. Novik Trotsky passing out and straight, running straight and not diverting. Is he being held up? It's a good scrap on the try line just before. Ball being sent wide, but going backwards at the same time. A lot of pressure here by Pro Ed Akademie. Anxious to put score on the board. Ball being held up. Ball back in the possession of Pro Ed. And a good direct running by the back line. Alvandro Diergaard, Kobusing, Westhuizen. Novik Trotsky. Javaldo Pina. Ball intercepted there by Mark Holloway. Are we going to see a try? Held up just short of the line. Ball knocked forward. It's a knock on, and Walvis Bay can heave a sigh of relief, being under pressure for the last couple of minutes, and an error, unfortunately, by Pro Ed. But running repairs needed to Xavier Kluti, number 9. Hopefully that was a teacher and not his mom running onto the field. There's a feed by Walvis Bay Private School. Could see it to feed the scrum. And good pressure by the Pro Ed scrum. Ball going out and a clearance kick. But an infringement spotted. And a scrum in front of the Walvis Bay posts. Is a drop kick worth it? Or do you need a try? Hopefully to be converted to make the scores equal. Drop kicks, only 3 points. So I reckon getting past the whitewash is more important at this stage. Scrum off, number 15, Novik Trotsky. Feeds the scrum, but played out by the 8th man, but Novi gets scragged. Whistle goes, a knock on unfortunately by the back line of Pro Ed. But they are still applying continuous pressure on Walvis Bay Private School. Interesting tussle. Solitary try converted. Only score so far after 40 minutes. Scrum gets set. Everybody's anxious. Players and the multitude of spectators supporting their respective schools. And a good break and a charge down clearance kick, but good intercept by Pro Akademie. And it's going to be a scrum on the 22. Andre Strauss, who took a knock early on, he seems to be okay. Hooker, De Wet, Dawn, Schnurring lining up next to him, and Phil Yoon Tiot, they make up the front row of the Pro Ed scrum. Johan van Wyk, Tiaan van der Westhuizen and Keandro Brewer, the front row from Walvis Bay. Ball to be fed by Kutsi of Walvis. There was an early break. So relieving kick, and our commentary position is in danger. Kick for touch could go anywhere, and as you heard, was close by. Good clearance kick, relieving the pressure for themselves, but just putting more pressure on the opposition. Home team desperate to score, trying to spread the ball wide. But a throw in by hooker Tiaan van der Westhuizen. Finds his man. And a good breakaway by Herman Lombard. Hubert Williams in scrum off. And a good break by Kobus Esthuizen. Ball been held up, but out to the Walvis backline, and a good break, and another try, and that, I think, seals the fate of the home team. 2 unanswered tries late in the match with the conversion to come. Can he be kicking into the wind? So Adrian Bunzaya to take the kick. Southeast wind to be taken into consideration.